Let's just be real for a second. We've all been there, right? You're checking your bank account, trying to figure out if you can swing both the electric bill and a decent grocery run. You're stressed about your job, your future, or just the fact that the world seems to be spinning a little too fast. Now, imagine feeling all that, but you're a federal employee. You haven't been paid in weeks. You're literally wondering how you're going to make your next mortgage payment or buy diapers for your kid. You're seeing news stories about national parks turning into trash heaps and airport security lines becoming a nightmare because the government is closed. And then, you turn on the TV. And you see it. You see the President of the United States, the man responsible for the shutdown, hosting a party. Not just any party, a Great Gatsby-themed party. Let that sink in. A party celebrating the lavish, empty, self-indulgent wealth of the Roaring Twenties, while the country he's supposed to be leading is in a self-inflicted crisis. The sheer, mind-blowing, did I just see that? Level of tone deafness is staggering. It's the kind of thing that makes you want to throw your remote at the screen. And that, right there, is where our old friend Jon Stewart comes in. The king of Can You Believe This? Returns. Just when we needed him most, the man who basically taught a generation how to process political insanity stepped back into the spotlight. And oh boy, he did not disappoint. With that signature mix of I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, and no, I'm actually furious energy, Stewart absolutely ripped into the entire spectacle. He didn't just call it bad optics. He didn't just say it was insensitive. He called it let them eat cake optics. Boom, mic drop. That one phrase, let them eat cake, cuts deeper than any policy debate. It's not just a political jab, it's a historical one. It's the sound of an aristocracy so completely removed from the lives of normal people that their suffering isn't even real. It's just background noise. Marie Antoinette, looking out her palace window at the starving masses, allegedly saying, they have no bread. Let them eat cake. Donald Trump, looking out at 800,000 federal workers without a paycheck, saying, they have no government. Let them watch me party in a tuxedo. Stewart, with that perfect, pained look on his face, basically articulated what every single one of us was feeling. This isn't just a gaffe. This is a revelation. This is showing us exactly who they are. The unbelievable irony of a Gatsby party. This is the part that truly sends it into the stratosphere of absurdity. A Gatsby party. Has anyone in that administration actually read The Great Gatsby? Here's a quick refresher for those who, unlike the White House, paid attention in 10th grade English. The Great Gatsby is not a celebration of wealth, it's a tragedy. It's a story about hollow, shallow, new money people throwing obscenely lavish parties to cover up their moral emptiness and deep, desperate loneliness. It's about a man, Gatsby, who builds a glittering facade of lies, all in pursuit of a past that he can never get back. And how does it end? With moral decay, betrayal, a hit and run, and murder. The whole thing comes crashing down, revealing the rot underneath the glitter. The book is a warning about the corruption of the American dream and the spiritual void of empty materialism. So, to throw a Gatsby-themed party while shutting down the government isn't just tone-deaf. It's like throwing a Titanic-themed cruise. It's celebrating the very symbol of decay, arrogance, and disaster that you are currently inflicting on the country. Stewart didn't even have to write the jokes. The White House wrote them for him. He just had to point the camera. He nailed the central infuriating point. This isn't just a party, it's a message. The message is, your panic is not our problem. Your missed paychecks are not our concern. We are the Gatsbys, and you are the people in the Valley of Ashes, watching the trains go by. And honestly, we don't even see you. Why it feels like such a personal slap in the face. This is why Stewart's takedown felt so good, and why the party itself felt so viscerally wrong. It's not about politics. It's not about Republican versus Democrat. It's about decency. It's about empathy. It's about the basic, fundamental contract of leadership, which is, I see you, I hear you, I am working for you. When you're a leader, you don't get to post living my best life selfies while the people you're supposed to be leading are lining up at food banks. You just don't. Imagine your boss telling you, hey, the company is broke, we can't make payroll this month, and then seeing him post pictures on Instagram from a yacht in Monaco, popping champagne. You wouldn't just be upset, you'd be enraged, you'd feel betrayed. That is what millions of Americans felt. Jon Stewart gets that. He gets that this is a gut punch. He has always been the voice of the person on the couch screaming, "Are you kidding me?" He put words to that feeling of profound disrespect. He saw the disconnect, the gold-plated ballrooms versus the cold, empty kitchens of families in crisis, and he called it out for what it is, an abdication of duty. It's the optics of a king, not a president. It's the behavior of a celebrity, not a public servant. At the end of the day, The Great Gatsby is a story about the death of the American dream. It's about realizing the green light you've been chasing is a sham. Stewart's genius was in showing us that while the government was shut down, the White House wasn't just ignoring that dream, they were literally throwing a party on its grave. And thank God, someone was there to say what we were all thinking.